All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to day 68. I'm pretty sure it's day 68 of working hard until I'm a millionaire, grinding until I'm rich. I just, every day, man, we're just working. Yeah, 68. We're just working on making some money, figuring out different ways. Um, it's interesting because one of the shorts or TikToks or whatever a couple days ago that I posted was like, I made good money, but it was because I worked. I made good money. Made like with YouTube and with the affiliate money, like over 400, I think, and then down to 360 after I took out how much I spent for the day. Um, and I've seen a couple different comments where people are like, "Hey, six figures is only $350 a day." That seems like a lot of money, but in the same sense, like it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like I'd be pretty happy with just $100 a day, completely passive. If I could get YouTube and ad revenue or YouTube and affiliate commission to $100 a day, I'd be really happy with that consistently. Because I do have 100, sometimes $200 days with everything, but very rarely. Usually it's around 30, 40. Um, Sometimes a little higher, but usually it's around there. So if I could get it consistently to $100 a day, that's 3 grand a month, and that's pretty good. Like I'd be happy with that, because that gives me a good spot where I could work a little bit less, spend more time growing these other things, invest some of it. I don't know, like 100 a day would be the first goal. Then maybe we go for 350 a day for that six-figure thing. That like when you say it like that, it does seem pretty achievable though. Like 350 a day. I had a day that was 350. I just had to work for. I think I just worked 8 hours, 8 times 5. I did that 5 days a week. Um, hmm. Now that's serving all day, and a little bit of affiliate money. But anyway, like that is achievable. That's very achievable, and I think I can hit that within the next year for sure. Getting to like build up my brands to be doing 350 a day. You probably need a good amount of subs on YouTube, and we're not there yet, but we're working on it. It's like every day I'm just trying to get a little bit closer. Every day I'm trying to do one thing that can help make me more money over time, that can help grow one of my brands over time. I just want to do that every single day, and it gets exhausting, but we're going to do it. Today, what I worked on mostly was the template for my um, live stream. I talked about it a little bit yesterday. I just want to figure out a template for a listicle video that I can follow and duplicate, and I'll do it while I'm live. When I'm live streaming, I'll do it like that every week, and that way from that live stream I'll have that listicle video that I will very minimally edit and throw up on YouTube. I was doing this a little bit before without here, let me pull it up, without a keynote. Like it was more of just like I would do it and then edit it very lightly, but I would do it during the live stream. And let me switch accounts and pull up of the few that I did, because I was actually really impressed with how well they were performing. Is kind of what I'm getting at. And so if I can figure out a listicle to do every single week, they're gonna pop off. So this one I did March 31st. How long ago is that? Before I make it sound like it's a good thing. Let's see. So okay, I did it earlier this year. So this video, I don't want it to like show. Okay, cool. If I make, if I have 10 of those videos, now I'm doing $10 a day. If I have 20 of those videos, now I'm doing $20 a day. And because honestly, like this is a pretty good performing video, it's making good ad money. It's getting subscribers. Like it's doing fine. It's just steadily growing. And again, if I could do these consistently every week, some are going to be bops and some of them are going to be flops, but I do want to hit that consistently. So I'm working on that template to do more of a listicle video that's like easier to follow and better quality. And then it also duplicates into a high performing blog post. That's the other thing. I was talking to my blog post editor trying to figure out, okay, hey, can you make top 7 articles like this? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then the one we did, it was like, okay, but there wasn't much to it. And he uses I want him to use ChatGPT and kind of repurpose my videos into an article. And so anyway, I'm like, okay, well, I'll make this video structured in the way that I want this blog post article. And then it'll be very easy for him to turn this video into a blog post article. And I just, like I said, just want to get those done every week. So I have a live stream coming up on Friday. The template, or the one for the upcoming live stream, and then the template will be done in the next couple days. Probably tomorrow I'll be able to get it done before work. I worked on it today before work, and then I worked on it just a little bit when I got home. So that's kind of the main focus, get that going. And then I'll do another template for product reviews. That'll be the same thing. And then I'll have to go to my spreadsheet. I have a huge spreadsheet. I won't have it pulled up on here. I guess I do. Anyway, I have a huge spreadsheet that has all of this information for each product that I would ever write a review about. And it's got its own algorithm that kind of generates scores and, all of that stuff. And here, look, this is what it looks like. I want to just review the product. I think that'll be the goal, is maybe I can do one a day and just bang these out. Maybe it'll take a little bit longer. Maybe one day I will add the information into the keynote, and then the next day I'll film it, and then the next day I'll add the information for the next product into the keynote, and then the next day I'll film it. So it would be alternating days that I'd get a review done. But I just, like I said, I need to have reviews out there. People are searching for it. I'm behind. So when they're searching for it, my information's not coming up and I'm missing out on that affiliate sale. Got to get the content out there. And I don't care if the quality is half what it should be. I just need that content out there. And then I can be picky about quality. But right now, I'm so far behind. It's kind of ridiculous that it's Christmas time. And I'm not. My affiliate sales last year were way better. They're so down right now. And I don't know. I think part of that is because they've added more affiliates. And I think the industry is a little less popular this year than it was last year. But yeah, $0 the last 2 days. That's ridiculous. We can go to reports. Let's look at what it was this time last year. Let's just look. Ridiculous. Here, let me run for December. Okay, year to date, December, just the 1st to the 6th. We'll run it. So far, I have had 312 clicks and 3 orders. The orders amount to $1,569. I made $109. So from affiliate sales, I have helped this company make $1,600 in sales. I've made $109. That's this year, okay? And what I'm trying to say is that it is way lower this year than it was last year. And we'll see if I'm actually right. So 1st to the 6th of December 2022, I was at, fucking ridiculous. In 2022 of December, I had 758 clicks. I had 9 orders. I made the company $4,300 and I made $300. So I'm down 60% this month. And the only thing that I can think of that's different. So last year, this time in December, I had already made $300 for the first few days of December. This time this year, I've only made $100 from just affiliate stuff. Okay. And that's frustrating. Like, the only thing I can think of is, I guess, a couple things. They've added more affiliates. So there's more people out there pushing the links, which is fair. You know, that's bound to happen. I was like their first affiliate and I was killing it. And now there's some more people out there. So, you know, you're going to have a little bit of that, but that's kind of a lame excuse. I think the other thing is just that I have not been putting out the same volume of content that I was this time last year. Like, I was putting out a lot more reviews and stuff like that this time last year, I guess all year last year. This year I pivoted to adding that second channel and getting that second channel monetized. And so the second channel is at 2,600 subs already. And you know, we're putting videos out on that channel, but I took a pause on the affiliate pushing stuff, and I just kind of have a system that gets people into my email list and blah, 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 and lightly pushes affiliate sales, but nothing crazy, like nothing like I was doing last year. So again, what I'm getting at is I just have to step that up. And what I did now is I added this freaking brand that I'm trying to make daily videos for. So it just makes it even harder to create content and to do all of that. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're just out here doing the best that I can, making as much content as possible and trying to get rich. So anyway, I guess that's it for day 68. Worked on building that template so I can do top review videos, listicle videos. And then tomorrow I'll work on the individual product videos. I went to work today. I walked back from work. Oh, that's the other thing. Ubered to work. If you tip the Uber driver, it's like a $15 Uber. So $30 to Uber to work and back. That's a lot. If I only make 150, like that really cuts down the amount of money I make. So I walked all the way back from work today. I was going to Uber like the last mile because it's $5 and plus the tip, it's $8, like half price if I walk most of the way. But man, I'm sore. I'm so sore from that walk. That's crazy. But it was nice. I was listening to the 80-20, what's it called? The 80-20 principle. So it's a book on the Pareto principle. You'll hear a lot of people talk about the Pareto principle. It's essentially the 80-20 rule. And the whole concept is that there's a disproportionate amount of results that are caused by a small amount of actions or a small amount of people. Like, I don't know, a good one is 20% of criminals commit 80% of the crimes. So out of all of the crimes committed, 80% of those crimes are only done by 20% of the criminals. 80% of your actions only lead to 20% of your results. Like, it's a very interesting thing. Here, let me just look up a few good examples of the Pareto principle. But it's really good. And I think it's something that everyone should study, because when I first listened to this book a couple years ago or last year, one of the big takeaways was like, if you can consciously find what that small 20% is and you can expand on it, then you're also expanding the 80%, the bigger percent of the results. And so thinking consciously like, hey, what is the small thing that I'm doing that's getting me the most results, and how can I improve that? How can I expand it? And figuring that out, you're going to it's been very helpful to do. It's been crazy helpful. Okay, so here's some examples. 20% of criminals commit 80% of the crimes. 20% of drivers cause 80% of all traffic accidents. So 20% of drivers are just completely awful, terrible drivers, and they cause damn near all the accidents. 80% of pollution originates from 20% of the factories. 20% of companies' products represent 80% of sales. 20% of employees are responsible for 80% of the results. So those are some examples of like what the Pareto principle is. And it applies in life, and I think it applies in business a lot. One of the things that really hit me in the book while I was walking was he was talking about one of the things that like people commonly do wrong is they always look to add more. So for example, if I'm looking at my life and I'm like, okay, what can I do to have a better life? I'm thinking in a way that's like, okay, what do I need to add to my life? Or, what do I need to add to get better results? And what he's saying is he's like, typically those things are already there. Like the big thing was like, hey, if you want to quit messing up your life, quit making bad decisions. And I don't know if you guys like think about that the same way that I think about it, but what I get from that is like, okay, if I know I'm making bad decisions and I'm messing up my life, I'm still looking for like something else to add to remedy that. For example, people who are overweight. You're overweight because you're not exercising and you're not eating right, right? And so those are already conscious decisions that you're not doing. But instead of people taking a look at something like that, why is there fucking balloons? What the hell? That was weird. I'm like, that was weird. Anyway, because of that, there's like, okay. So they know those things are happening. They know that they're not exercising enough and they're not eating the right foods. But with the mindsets that we have, we look at like external things. What can I buy to make this easier? What weight loss pill can I buy? Blah, 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 blah. Instead of looking like what actions am I currently doing or what decisions am I currently doing that I can modify? And so that was something that he said. He's like, look, typically you're probably making bad choices. And so instead of thinking about how to make your life better, think about how to quit making bad choices. And I really like that. And it's like the best way to make more money is to quit spending it on dumb shit. And it's like, wow, that's a good point. Instead of thinking about, oh, how can I make more money? What if I just didn't spend it on energy drinks all the time? Just things like that. And so I don't know. I like to think about different ways to think because it gets my brain going. And the 80-20 Pareto's principle, it's very fascinating stuff. Very fascinating stuff. So I mean, you guys are curious. I would definitely look into it. This book's a little bit, it's not boring, but it's a little abstract. Like what I would like to see is real examples of it and real examples on how to identify like the 80-20 in your life and extrapolate on it. That would be really helpful. This book just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of all over the place, but it's an interesting book. I'd just read a blog post about it and get an understanding of that principle and then look in your life about, hey, what are these 80% things that I'm wasting my time on? What are the 20% things that are getting me 80% of the results? And how can I do that 20% better? That's the biggest thing. Find that 20%, figure out how to do it better. Because eventually, if you find that 20% and you grow it to your 100%, there's going to be a 20% within that 100% that you can expand on even more. Does that make sense? So like if you take all of the actions that you're doing and you find the 20% of those actions that make you 80% of your income and you find that, cool. Shift your time into that 20%. That becomes your new 100%. And then within that, there's going to be another 20% that you can shift your time to and expand on. And it gets really consuming to like think about all of that and really daunting, but it's fun and it does work. Like I've expanded, I don't know, when I first read it, I looked into things and that's when I was like, oh wow, affiliate stuff is something I should hit hard. And most of my affiliate sales are coming from this email list. And so it's like, okay, cool. Expand that, figure out a better way to do that. And anyway, think about that stuff, but that's what's going through my head. Day 68. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. Appreciate all the nice comments. We'll see you tomorrow. Day 69.